The story begins with a strange Daruma doll standing in a classroom, playing a deadly game with the students. It faces the wall and slowly starts singing a creepy, bizarre song. The rule is brutal. Anyone who moves even a little gets their head blown off immediately. The entire class freezes in fear. A few students panic and try to open the door, but it's locked. The doll spots their movement, and in a blink they're killed too. Suddenly, one boy named Satake speaks up, telling everyone to stay quiet. He notices something important on the doll's back. There's a timer and a button on it. We have to press that button before the timer runs out. That's the only way this game ends. Hearing this, one boy rushes toward the button, but the doll sees him. Another head explodes. Only 1 minute remains. The students panic and sprint toward the doll, but that only makes things worse. The doll sees everything and crushes their skulls one by one. Now only Takahada and Satake are left. Satake looks at Takahada and says, "You've got to jump over me and hit that button." He kneels on the floor. Takahada climbs onto his shoulders and slams the button on the doll's back. The game stops. They've won. Both breathe in relief, but then suddenly, Satake is killed too. The Daruma doll announces, "Only the one who pushes the button gets to live." The game has just begun. Takahada freezes in shock. If this is just the beginning, what comes next? At that moment, Ichika, a close friend of Takahada, arrives, trembling. She says, "I wanted to save everyone too. I pressed the doll's button in another class, but because of me, they all died." Takahada replies, "No, it wasn't your fault. Satake died because of me too. We need to call the police." He pulls out his phone, but there's no signal. They try to escape the school, but every door, every window is locked shut. They head to the playground, where they find other survivors wearing mouse costumes. As soon as they step inside, the door closes automatically. Then, out of nowhere, the ground shakes and a gigantic cat bursts through the floor, devouring students one by one. Everyone runs in terror. Takahada and Ichika notice a bell with a timer inside it. They also see a ring hanging around the cat's neck. Takahada realizes, "We have to hang this bell on the cat's collar before the timer hits 0. That's how we end this game." He quickly shares the plan with the remaining students. A second-year student named Kikawada, an insanely skilled basketball player, grabs the bell from Ichika and tries to jump up and hook it onto the cat's collar ring. But before he can, the cat snatches the bell mid-air and kills him instantly. Everyone freezes in horror. Panic explodes across the field. Chaos everywhere. Takahada suddenly realizes something. The cat is only attacking students who are wearing the mouse costumes. He yells to everyone, "Take the costumes off, hurry!" Within seconds, no one is wearing a mouse suit anymore. The cat walks to a corner and sits completely still. Everyone breathes a little, thinking the nightmare is over. But then out of nowhere, the cat swallows another student whole. Takahada shouts, "I get it now. Since there are no mice left in this game, the cat is treating all of us as prey." Ichika still has the bell, and now the cat starts moving toward her. Takahada quickly puts on a mouse costume to distract the cat. "I'll draw its attention. Just get the bell on the ring or we're all dead." But Kikawada's brutal death has shaken everyone. No one dares to finish the task. The cat suddenly whips its tail, smashing Takahada across the field. Dazed, he suddenly hears the cat speak, "My back is so itchy. I can't sleep at all. Can you scratch it for me?" Takahada is stunned. He can understand the cat's voice. He lifts the head part of his costume, and the voice disappears. He realizes, this costume might put my life at risk, but it's also my biggest advantage. He rushes back, climbs onto the cat, and begins scratching its back. The cat purrs happily, enjoying it, begging him to scratch harder. Takahada shouts to the others, "Help me, all of you, scratch its back." Students grab wipers and start rubbing its fur. Finally, the cat calms down and falls into a deep sleep. Takahada is about to put the bell on the ring, but the school president stops him. What if this game also lets only one survivor, just like the Daruma game? Then who gets to live? I should be the one to put the bell on. Tension rises. Distrust grows. Students start shouting at each other. Their loud voices wake the cat up again. Angry, it swings its massive paw and slices 2 students to pieces. There's no time to make it sleep again. Takahada notices a basketball cover bag. He takes it, and Ichika follows him to the sports room holding the bell. They return to the field with both items hidden inside the bag. The cat looks confused. It can't tell who has the bell and who has the ball. Just then, Takahada's basketball peeks out a little. The cat thinks Ichika is holding the bell, pounces on her, and knocks her bag away. But the truth is, Takahada had hidden the bell in the basketball cover all along. He quickly throws the bell toward the ring. Everyone holds their breath. The bell flies perfectly toward the collar, then starts falling off at the last second. Hearts stop, until suddenly, Amaya leaps off the cat's body, grabs the bell, and hooks it onto the ring. The cat freezes. The game ends. It speaks 3 names: Amaya, Takahada, Ichika. Takahada turns around in relief and sees a horrifying sight. Amaya has slaughtered the remaining students. Amaya smiles darkly. "I've always dreamed of a world where the strong can hunt the weak, and now, God has finally answered my prayers. Takahada and Ichika tremble with fear. Amaya walks closer to Takahada. I know you feel the same. You were bored with your life too, just like me. Takahada's rage explodes. He grabs Amaya by the collar. What are you trying to say? Amaya pulls out a photo and shoves it in Takahada's face. In the picture, while escaping from the giant cat, Takahada is smiling, a strange, unsettling smile. Ichika snaps at Amaya. Takahada isn't like you. He's a way better person. Amaya narrows his eyes, fists tightening, when suddenly the cat releases a cloud of gas from its mouth. The gas spreads quickly, and in seconds, all three of them collapse unconscious. When Takahada wakes up, he finds himself in another location. The third game has already begun. Standing nearby is someone he never expected to see here, Shoko, a friend from his middle school days. Shoko tells him, I got dragged into this game too, but I still don't understand why any of this is happening to us. Takahada, still overwhelmed, replies, I don't know either, but I'm glad I got to see you again after so long. With them are two other students, Tara and Toka. Tara is furiously typing on his laptop, trying to calculate something about the giant cube enclosing them, trying to figure out an escape. Takahada wants to search for Ichika, but the door is locked tight. Tara presses a button, activating a projector. News reports flash across the screen about the mysterious cube and mass killings happening at high schools all over Japan. Tara shakes his head and says, no matter how hard you try, we can't escape on our own. Not even the Japanese self-defense force can break into this cube. Just then, 4 Kokeshi dolls appear. They speak in eerie voices. Let's play Kagome. Kagome, one of you will wear a blindfold. We'll walk around you while we sing. When we stop, you'll have 10 seconds to guess who's behind you. Tara agrees to go first. He puts on the blindfold, sits down, and the dolls circle him, singing the creepy nursery rhyme. They stop. Tara hesitates. He guesses wrong. The Kokeshi launch lasers, restraining him, slamming his head into the floor, killing him instantly. Toka screams and tries refusing to play, but the Kokeshi force her into the circle. The game begins. 10 seconds pass. Toka fails to answer. She panics and tries to run, but the dolls grab her legs and tear her body in half. Takahada and Shoko stare in horror. Now the dolls call Shoko to play next, but Takahada steps forward instead. The dolls circle him, chanting again. When they stop, they ask, who is behind you? But Takahada had prepared. Before the game started, he secretly recorded one of the Kokeshi voices on his phone. He plays the recording. The dolls think the time limit is over, and panic. Meanwhile, Takahada correctly names the doll behind him. The Kokeshi crumble apart, and inside them lies a key. Takahada grabs it and heads forward with Shoko. They run into another student, Yukio, barely dodging a Kokeshi attack. He grabs Takahada's hand. The doll stands still and simply leaves without harming them. Yukio explains, if we hold hands, they think we're friends. They only attack people who are alone. Takahada realizes something chilling. Survival in this game isn't just about winning, it's about trust. Shoko quietly tells Takahada, no matter what happens, don't let go of my hand. Takahada notices a small pendant hanging from her neck, a broken cup handle. It takes him back to middle school, back to the day Shoko was bullied so badly that she almost ended her life. Takahada had found her on the rooftop. He didn't ask questions, he just started smashing things in anger, handing her objects to break too. Shoko had smashed a cup and later turned its handle into a pendant, a reminder that she once broke but survived. Takahada says softly, you don't have to worry, I'll never let go of your hand. But in the next moment, Ichika screams, running from a Kokeshi attacking her. She slips and falls. The doll is about to slice her apart. Takahada instantly releases Shoko's hand and grabs Ichika's instead, saving her. The Kokeshi backs off, seeing their friends now. Shoko's heart breaks. She looks away, hurt, betrayed. She liked Takahada, but he chose someone else without even thinking. Ichika explains breathlessly, Amaya was in my room. He killed the Kokeshis there too. He took the key and ran. The 4 survivors regroup with 2 more students, Oku and Kotaru. Suddenly the wall opens, and a statue emerges, with 7 keyholes. It speaks, to end this game, 7 keys must be placed together. Only those who cooperate will survive. There are 6 students, but only 4 keys. Then, Amaya appears, dragging another student's corpse. He has 3 more keys in his hand. He twisted the victim's neck to steal them. Everyone shakes in fear, but time is running out. Together with no other choice, they place the keys. The game ends. Their clothes return, and the statue sinks back into the wall, opening a tunnel. They walk through and arrive somewhere freezing cold, icy air, frost-covered walls. A white bear carrying a wooden fish appears. I hate liars, it growls. Do not lie to me. I'll ask questions. If everyone answers honestly, the game ends. If even one of you lies, someone dies. The first question, what's your favorite food? Everyone answers, but the bear erupts in rage. One of you is lying. Yukio admits he likes parsley, which isn't even a Japanese dish. Oku and Kotaru accuse him immediately. Amaya laughs and joins in, calling Yukio a liar. The white bear slams Yukio in fury, killing him instantly. Then it asks the next question. Do you like Takahata? Ichika says yes. Shoko says yes. Even Amaya says, smirking, I like him. The bear roars. Someone is lying again. Kotaru whispers to Takahata, we're all from the same school except Shoko. She doesn't know you. She must be lying. Takahata and Ichika protest. We've been friends since middle school, but nobody believes them. They call Shoko a liar. Takahata tries to shield her. Stop. Don't hurt her. But the bear ignores him. It grabs Shoko and slams her into the ice, burying her alive. Shoko dies. Blood spreads across the ice, and suddenly a dark stain appears on the bear's paw. Something about this truth game isn't true at all. Takahata stares at the mark, realizing the bear is hiding something. Takahata faces the white bear and shouts, I know the truth now. You've been lying since the beginning. The real liar is you. The bear roars in pure rage, charging at them, trying to crush them, but the students dodge its attacks. Suddenly, its body begins to burn, revealing its true form underneath. The fake white bear melts away and dies. Takahata picks up Shoko's cup-handle pendant, the only memory left of her. Suddenly, the remaining 5 survivors are transported to a massive palace in the middle of the sea. Everyone starts worrying about what the next game will be. Then a doll walks out from the palace halls, announcing, the next game is Kick the Can. But this time, the doll explains, no outsiders will participate. This game is only between the 5 of you. One player will become a devil, and the other 4 must hide. If the devil finds all 4 and kicks the can, then the devil wins. Only the devil survives. The other 4 die. But if one of the 4 kicks the can before the devil catches them, then the 4 survive. The one who kicked the can dies as a sacrifice. Someone must risk their life for the others. A stick drawing is used to choose the devil. Amaya's stick is red. He becomes the demon. Everyone runs to hide. The can is placed on the first floor. Amaya kicks a doll, knocking the can downstairs, places it inside a circle, and begins hunting. He easily captures Oku and Kotaru, locking them in the jail area. Takahata and Ichika see from a window. Amaya notices and starts climbing the stairs to get them, but they've stacked objects on the steps, slowing him down. Takahata escapes using a rope, telling Ichika to come too, but she realizes that if they stay together, Amaya will catch both easily, so she runs away to distract him, and is captured anyway. Now 3 players are caught. Amaya sits on the can. I don't have to find you, Takahata. I already caught 3. If you stay hidden, they die. He's baiting him out. Takahata freezes, unsure what to do. Ichika calls out to him, don't fall for that jerk's words. It doesn't matter what everyone thinks of you. If you live by their expectations, I'll never speak to you again. She breaks down crying. Takahata still can't decide, until he notices an old suit of armor. He walks out wearing it, confronting Amaya. Amaya laughs, are you going to fight me in that? I only need to remove your helmet and say your name. Then I win, and you all die. He easily removes the helmet, but Takahata wasn't trying to fight. He quietly says, I didn't wear the armor to beat you. I wore it to stop you, and leaps into the ocean with Amaya tied to him. They struggle. Takahata slips free from the armor, barely alive, coughing as he escapes the chains. Amaya, still bound, uses all of his strength. He breaks the chains. Both sprint toward the can. The final moment. The first to kick it wins. In a breathless instant, Takahata kicks the can first. According to the rules, he is supposed to die. Everyone waits for the explosion, but nothing happens. The doll reappears, smiling. We lied about the explosion. All 5 of you are winners. They hand out ice cream to celebrate. The survivors cheer, relieved. But on each ice cream stick, they notice a message, winner or loser. Only Takahata and Amaya are marked winners. The other 3, Oku, Kotaru, and Ichika, are eliminated instantly and die. Takahata watches Ichika die, crushed with guilt. Amaya, on the other hand, smiles, thrilled. The dolls announce, only those with both luck and power can win. The final game is the game of luck. Amaya is ecstatic. Takahata is devastated. The 2 are taken outside the God Cube, welcomed by crowds cheering. The sons of God. People call Takahata God, and Amaya the devil. The screen fades out, leaving their fates unknown. The game is not over. It never was. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more insane stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share with your friends. Your support keeps the channel alive, and trust me, we've got even wilder movies coming up next.